Today I'm going to show you how to use a single line font because it can be a little bit unique. So let's dive in. Hi, I'm Laney. I'm a wedding invitation designer and I also design fonts and other tools for graphic designers to use. So let's talk about the purpose of a single line font real quick. If you are using a laser cutter, that is the most common use for these. You can also do this with your Cricut or Silhouette if you want to draw something like with a marker or a pen. A single line font is basically a font that follows the stroke of a letter. It's a single stroke from start to finish with a beginning and ending point versus a shape that's actually filled in. You can kind of see the difference here on this image that was laser cut. The top two examples were scored with a single line font and the bottom two examples were engraved with a standard contour font. So what you get is these shapes that are full, like these thicker lines here, versus just a thin line. And this is going to cut down on your lasering time significantly, or if you're drawing with a Cricut, it's going to cut down on your time significantly because the laser or the marker is not going to have to color over all these thick lines. It's just going to follow the shape of the letter and cut it out kind of like a little pen or something. So the main use for single line fonts is going to be scoring them on your laser or drawing with them on a machine like a Cricut or a Silhouette. As an example, this just married ornament, the engraved version with the same cut and size and everything took 5 minutes and 55 seconds of laser time, whereas the scored version took 1 minute and 6 seconds of laser time. So this can save you so much time, especially like if you were printing 65 of these ornaments towards the end of the year or something. It's going to save you so much time by using a single line font instead of an engraved font. I'll pop a little video up here of the engrave process versus the score process. So this one's engraving. It's building the name Bailey basically from the bottom up, and there's a lot of wasted time when it's switching between letters. It's not really following the shape of the letter. It's kind of following top to bottom. And then you can see when we're scoring, the laser is actually following the shape of the letter. You can see that it's scoring 2 times on each letter, and I'll explain why that is in just a second. But this process just follows more like what you think of when you write with a pen or something, and it's going to save you so much time. So a single line font is technically one single stroke from start to finish for each letter. However, a lot of programs have trouble dealing with that because they are trying to close those strokes and connect the starting and end point to make a closed shape, which is what we typically think of with a font. So when I look at the actual single line version of this font, you can see that this is exactly what's happening. It looks crazy because it's trying to close in all of these shapes, the starting and ending points on every shape. So what I've done is exported a double stroke option. There are a couple programs that can use the single stroke option, but most of the programs that we commonly use are gonna need this double stroke option. Technically, even though it does look like a single line here, it is technically 2 lines that are closing each shape. So it's closing the stem of the T, it's closing the cross point of the T. So just think of it as like a really, really thin hairline. And that's why the laser is going to go over it twice. And you'll find if you use it with your Cricut or something, it's often going to go over it twice. I'll link a video that shows you how to update that. It does take some time, but if you need to do it for a certain project, it absolutely can be worth it if you only want it to go over once for a couple letters or something. But for most of us, we're going to use that double stroke option, although I provided both just in case you do have one of those platforms that can control the single stroke option. So I'm an illustrator, and as you can see on the right, we have this single stroke option. It's trying to close all of those contours into shapes just like it looked in the front previewer. The one over here on the left is the double stroke option, and it looks pretty good, but actually if we zoom in, it's still trying to close all of those contours as a fill. So what you're gonna want to do is still use that double stroke option, but you're gonna have no fill. And then you're only going to use a stroke. So even if you have a stroke and a fill, you're still going to see some awkwardness in some of the letters here. So you want to make sure you turn the fill off and you turn the stroke on. And the stroke can be really as thick as you need it to be or as you want it, and you can apply any of the stroke properties to it. But each individual letter is made up of just a single stroke. And so it's going to work perfectly if you do that. If we try to do that here, let's see what happens. It's still looking like it's going with just the stroke, but it's actually still trying to close all of those contours even when it's just on the stroke with no fill. And then if you are sending this to a laser cutter, then you'll want to make sure the stroke is just a different color from anything that you want to engrave or cut, so that it will make sure to separate everything you want to score from all the other things that you want to engrave and cut. And again, here's just an example of what that looks like. So this is the standard version of this font, Lemon Squeezy, and it has engraved, and it is a very different look. So if you do want this look, of course, you can use the regular version of the font. But if you're wanting something a little bit thinner and you want something that takes a lot less time, this is especially helpful when you're doing like name ornaments and stuff, then this score font is going to cut your time. On this ornament, for instance, it cut it from almost 6 minutes to just over 1 minute. On this ornament, it cut from about 3.5 minutes down to about 1 minute. So I've linked both versions of this font below. If you have any questions about using them, please feel free to reach out to me. You're going to get both that double stroke and single stroke option, and most of you are still going to use this double stroke option, even though it is a single line font, just because the programs are not going to be able to use that single stroke option. And then we'll link, this one is called Lemon Line, that you use as a single stroke for scoring, and then the one that is for engraving or cutting is called Lemon Squeezy. So again, when you grab any of the single line fonts, you're going to have that double stroke and single stroke version, and even though you want it to look like a single line, most of you are going to use this double stroke option. If you use Illustrator or Cricut, Silhouette Business, if you design in the GlowForge interface, Affinity Designer, any of those are going to use the double stroke option, and it will look just like a single line font, but it will go over each line twice, because it is technically just a really, really skinny version of the font. So the single line version of this font is called Lemon Lime. I'll link it in the description, and I'm also going to link the engrave or cut version, which is called Lemon Squeezy, just in case you're interested in that. They're both great options. It just depends on the look and the speed and exactly what you want for your project. Let me know what questions you have in the comments, and stick around to watch some of our other graphic design videos while you're here.